Blessed be the one true living God, the Lord Jesus. Guys, it is written, a causeless curse shall not come. Yes. See, when you're on semen retention, when you're practicing this semen retention journey, you're being obedient to God. You see, when you walk in obedience to God, there's certain promises, certain blessings that come with it. This is why you have guys, that testify, since they've been on semen retention, all kinds of, they call it luck or laws of attraction or manifesting, right? They say they've manifested this, they had all kind of good luck, they've attracted this and that and the third, right? But I'm here to tell you that the real reason why you experience, good things when you're on semen retention and you're being obedient to God is because of the promises that he has said that he will fulfill in your life when you walk obediently. You see, there's blessings that come with this. It's written in Deuteronomy 28, like the first 12 or 16 verses, talks about the blessings of the Lord when you walk obedient to his word. You see, he says you will be the head and not the tail. You will lend to many nations and not borrow. You will be blessed in the city and in the field. You see what I'm saying? So there are, blessings that come with walking obedient to the Lord. Now, you also have guys who testify when they relapse, they have all kinds of so-called bad luck, right? All kinds of things start going wrong. They start losing finances. They start losing, relationships. They start doing all kind of things just start going wrong after relapsing, right? That's because you went back to the cycle of sin. You see, a causeless curse cannot come. So when you start to relapse, when you start to fornicate, masturbate, watch porn, you open the door for all kinds of wickedness, all kinds of sins, right? Now that you open the door, now these little witches, these little, warlocks and all these little magicians, right? Those that work iniquity now have access into your life. Now they can send their little curses, their little spells, their little whatever little charms they're working with. Now, those arrows can land. This is why when you start relapsing, you start living a life of sin, you start fornicating, now, all kinds of bad things will happen or can happen because you've opened yourself up and now you will inherit the curses that comes when you are disobedient to the Lord. You see, a causeless curse cannot come. So when you're walking obedient to the Lord, when you're building a relationship with the Lord, when you're, you get a fasting and prayer routine, and you're building your spirit man up, the Lord will start to bless you. And when you're doing the opposite, because when you're feeding the flesh, when you're fornicating, masturbating, watching porn, that's all carnal. That's all feeding the flesh, yo. When you're feeding the flesh, you will reap just wickedness, bro. Like, you open yourself up to all kind of demonic activities, bro. So to be protected, to be under the shadow of the Almighty, to be under the wing of the Almighty, you got to walk in obedience. And semen retention, no fap, is a way of obeying the Lord because the Lord does not want you to commit sexual sins. Sexual sins are very dangerous. Witches, warlocks, sorcerers, they attack you through sexual sins. You see what I'm saying? So if they know you're a fornicator, if they know, you're weak and you're susceptible to committing adultery, they'll send a woman your way. They'll send exactly what you like. You see, these witches, these devils, they have informations that, that normal people don't have. Like, they work with familiar spirits. They literally talk to familiar spirits. So the familiar spirits will tell them exactly what type of woman you like, what turns you on or whatnot, and then they'll send those agents your way. You see, the kingdom of darkness is very, very wicked. Very wicked. So this is why you got to walk obedient to the Lord, so you could walk under the shadow of the Lord, so you could be in the protection of the Lord and not suffer the consequences for walking, in disobedience. Not suffer the curses that comes with being disobedient. So it's not luck, it's not manifesting, it's not laws of attraction, it's none of that. See, there's spiritual principles. There are spiritual laws and principles. And the more you understand these laws, these principles, the more you could really live life to the fullest. See, this is why you have you see the elites, the satanic elites, believe it or not, these are highly spiritual people. They know the spiritual laws. They know the spiritual principles. That's why 1% can rule over 99%. See, they place all kinds of things in order to distract you from the Lord, in order to distract you, your spiritual growth. You see, this is the reason why they got all kind of movies, TV shows, video games, sports, all kind of distraction. It's all meant to separate you from the Lord, because they know if they could keep you spiritually dead, they can rule over you. You see what I'm saying? They're highly spiritual people. They're witches and warlocks. They work in all kinds of witchcraft. They ruling by sorcery, yo. Believe it or not, the rabbit hole goes deep. These people work highly sophisticated in the realm of the spirit. These 1%, your elites, the people that rule this world, they rule this world through sorcery, yo. This is why we got to be obedient to the Lord. This is why we got to pick up our spiritual, we got to put on our spiritual armor. We got to walk with the Lord. See, when you start being obedient to the Lord start giving you wisdom. You won't be deceived by these little snares and tricks and plots of the enemy. When these little elites start throwing these little snares at you, the wisdom of the Lord will expose it. And you'll see it and you're like, come on now. That's too easy. When they send that little snare, when they send that little honey trap, it's too easy, yo. It's too easy to spot out because you're walking in obedience to the Lord. A curse without cause shall not come. But yo, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, yo. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.